join us through www.un.gov.ng. You can also join us through Simple Radio, Radio Garden, and even in radio, as well as Facebook, as well as also our one app. I am Ali Othman. We are here to discuss Hajj and Hajj operations in Nigeria. With me to discuss this is Hajj ZIKRULLAH, HASSAN.
HASSAN.
Thank you. Allocations Hassan was born in 1961 in Osun State and had a BSc in Business Administration as well as Law from University of Lagos as well as Lagos State University. He was chairman and Amir al-Hajj for Osun State Muslim Welfare Board from 2010 to 2018. He doubled as Senior Special Assistant to the Governor of the State of Osun on religious affairs from 2010 to 2018. His principal partner, HASSAN and Associates. He has traveled wide to participate in various international conferences and seminars on Hajj operation in London and Malaysia. Sir, you're welcome.
Thank you very much.
Sir, how do you assess the impact of non-participation of Nigeria on other nations outside Saudi Arabia in the 2020 Hajj? The pandemic came and incidentally only 10,000 participated Muslims who were within Saudi Arabia. How do you assess that challenge?
Well, the challenge is global. It's not singular to Nigeria. It's not also only particular to the Muslims. It's a global pandemic to which all of us are still trying to come out of the consequence. So for us as Muslims, we see it as something that we wish it didn't happen, but we take solace in the fact that for everything that come from Allah, also to Him it shall return. And for us, not going to Hajj itself was a decision which was good in the sense that it is better for all of us to be healthy, in line with the Islamic tradition of not transferring pain and difficulty to others, than to go to Hajj and then so many lives will be lost. So we take solace in the fact that we couldn't do Hajj this year because of this health pandemic, but we trust that inshallah in many years to come we will still do Hajj.
Amen. The fact that Hajj was not conducted, at least from outside Saudi Arabia, the National Hajj Commission and the State Pilgrims Board did not sit back and waited and watched as it happened. To the extent that many pilgrims had to ask for refund. What is the level of the refund by State Pilgrims Board to the intended pilgrims that wanted to go for 2020 Hajj?
Once it became very clear to us that the Hajj will not take place for Nigerian Muslim, we informed all and sundry who had deposited to various states and tour operators to request for their refund. We even stated that for those who do not want to get refund, they have to do so in writing that they are the one who does not want the refund. It will interest you to know that Muslims that have already intended to go to Hajj are already cemented their heart to go in. So less than 5% actually requested for the refund. And to our knowledge, for all those who have made such requests, they have been settled accordingly.
Then looking at the percentage that accepted refund and the percentage that have not, what are the plans towards accommodating them in the 2021 Hajj, at least for as the immediate step, in terms of appreciating their interest and commitment to encourage NAHCON and the State Pilgrims Board to be able to plan ahead?
As we speak now, we are not in a position to know what is the exact number of allocations of pilgrims we are going to get this year. It used to be 95,000, but we are not too sure that the pandemic will not affect the number. So whether that or not, we have resolved that those who did not take their money will have first priority between pilgrims. It doesn't matter the number of allocations, but we assure all those who do not take refund that Allah's willing, they will all be in Saudi Arabia this year to perform the Hajj.
You are of the opinion that the Nigerian pilgrims don't need to spend the number of this pilgrims stay in Saudi Arabia during Hajj. How do you intend to achieve this noble objective?
Yeah, well, you see, these are not things that are easy when we know that these countries that come to Saudi Arabia, everybody also doesn't want to spend much time. And here the plane and the air facilities are limited. And they are also prorated in the sense that when you come in, it is first in, first out. So we are working on negotiating with the Saudi Civil Aviation Authority and also devising a strategy which we would still like to keep out of the public of how to reduce it. Yes, for reasons we are trying to be as strategic as possible, because these are things that once you blow your cover, you may not get to exactly where you need. But seriously, this is part of our intention for people to spend as less days as possible in the Holy Land. But it's not going to be as easy, but we are committed to achieving it, and we believe we will do so.
And looking at the fact that the pandemic is still with the whole nation, and already even the airlines are managing the number of passengers that they can accommodate in a flight. Do you think that is feasible within 2021 Hajj plans?
Well, I don't know. Maybe our facts are different. From what I know, airlines are not managing passengers, because even flying with full passengers on seats, they are still struggling to break even. From all I know, both on local and international plane, all they are trying to do is to ensure that the COVID protocol are followed before you enter the airplane. Once you enter the airplane, you sit with your colleagues, but you're with a face mask fully covered. So I don't think the airlines are leaving spaces. They are not doing so for now. Maybe they will do so later. So whatever it is, we'll just try our best. That's our duty, to try our best. But it's a goal we are meant to achieve.
Then looking at the Hajj savings schemes, very novel plan. This because other countries have been Guinea, Pakistan, Malaysia, and other countries. How do you see Nigeria achieving that in the next 2-3 years?
Well, as we speak, we have already started it. We are slowly getting used to operationalize it. But we have started it, even though we have not got to the level we want to. Our plan is to eventually get a license from the Central Bank of Nigeria, where we will operate it as part of the National Hajj Commission. But as we speak, we have already signed a partnership with Jaiz Bank, and we have also secured the support of all our stakeholders, the state, all the board members, the governors, and the traditional rulers. We have already got their buy-in to the program, and very soon the operation will commence all over. And we're very sure that we're going to make an impact out of this in the next few years to come. That we are sure of, because Nigeria has a very huge volume of prospective subscribers. In Malaysia, which is a very good one, they have only 20 million Muslims. We have more than triple of that number in Nigeria. So we're sure that very soon Nigerians all over, Muslim, will be convinced of the need to key into it. We are going to involve ourselves in a lot of mass advertisements so that every Muslim will know that he can save for Hajj. It could be for 3, 4, 5, even 10 years. You can save for it. You don't have to wait for financial assistance from the government or from somebody else. If you choose, the best is to pay for your Hajj by doing instrumentally. That's the way to go, and I think very soon the result will be very clear to all and sundry.
Then looking at Jaiz Bank as the first take-up bank, and with its spread, is there any hope of engaging the commercial banks because of the spread of Muslims across the country?
Well, there's a window to assist those who are not in areas where Jaiz Bank has branches. Jaiz Bank itself has some interconnection with some of the conventional banks. And in such places where Jaiz Bank does not exist, there's an arrangement for such banks to serve as a window through which they can link up with Jaiz Bank. But why we chose Jaiz Bank was very clear. We are an Islamic institutions, and we have no apology for that. And because of that, we decided that we will not, for this purpose, bank with those who are run on the conventional interest banking, knowing that for us, interest is one of the major sins in our faith. And so since Jaiz Bank runs an Islamic bank, we have no other choice. Of course, Jaiz Bank also has few other organizations who have started, but because it has been on ground for quite a while, and it has been our partners also for some time now, we feel comfortable for us to start. But our ultimate goal would be to be alone. But that won't be possible until we're able to secure the license from the Central Bank of Nigeria.
You commissioned this Hajj savings scheme in Kano and spread to other states. Where are we now in terms of accessibility by the state previous boards?
Well, the truth is that the state previous board are actually the main place where you are going to interact and register for these savings. Like I did tell you, all of them are already bought in. We have meetings before we sign with Jaiz Bank, and thereafter. So they are with us on this state of operations. In fact, also, Jaiz Bank also has an online application where you can even register wherever you are, but you will indicate in that form the state through which you intend to eventually travel.
Another innovation is this Hajj training institute that you've introduced. Why is it supposed to focus on? Is it only the National Hajj Commission and the state previous boards, or also the tour operators can be able to benefit from the institute's training?
The eventual goal, as you know, there's nothing good that does not require training and retraining. Every organization that does not understand the importance of training, very soon such organization will grow obsolete. Now, the world of Hajj business has gone that sophisticated that it requires modern skill to be able to effectively, function. And that explains why we decided that we must have a training institute where Hajj operator, whether in the state or a tour operator, even service providers, will need to get a modern training that will require him to be able to function effectively. So our ultimate goal will be a training institute which will be accessible by the state, by the tour operators, even by all Muslims who may just like to have a fundamental knowledge of how Hajj works. This is just not the ritual, but every other thing that are associated with a good delivery of Hajj services. But we're also hoping that the institutions will be available for every English-speaking Hajj organization in the entire world. Because we're coming up with a novelty through which we believe we will be able to serve as resource to every single Muslim Hajj operator anywhere in the English-speaking world, including Europe.
So I was saying, Honorable Chairman, that even Saudi Arabia, who is the custodian of the two holy mosques in the kingdom, are also likely to have interest into this novel duty of
already we are having some actual discussion through a third party with the university in Mecca about this. They are aware where we are in talk with them to ensure that we also are able to tap from them information that can serve as instrument to make this our dream come to reality. Yes, they are aware.
The program is in the news. We are reaching from Voice of Nigeria in Abuja. You can join us through www.ndgo.ng. You can also join us through Simple Radio Garden, and TuneIn Radio. We are discussing Hajj operations, Hajj plans towards 2021 and beyond with the Chairman, National Hajj Commission, ZIKRULLAH, HASSAN. Sir, welcome. We are discussing the issue of Hajj plans, the issue of Hajj savings scheme, Hajj Institute organized and planned by the National Hajj Commission in conjunction with the state previous boards, as well as the impact of COVID-19 pandemic to the performance of Hajj 2020 that only 10,000 pilgrims that were within Saudi Arabia were able to participate. Honorable Chairman, welcome back.
Thank you very much.
You are a commissioner. You and your commissioners have been going around the state, and we are still on this issue of federation showing our support for the Hajj University, launching the step of as well as Hajj Training Institute initiative. So far, what are the achievements and challenges towards facing these two major new innovations in the Hajj Commission?
Well, in our tours across Nigeria, we have had opportunities to meet with a number of governors. We have also been privileged to have interactions with emirs, including the leadership of the Muslim Ummah in Nigeria, the president of the National Supreme Council for Islamic Affairs, and the Sultan of Sokoto. We had private audience, and we have also have audience in public with them. And we're assured and made more confident by the level of support they gave us. And through that, we know that we have done the right thing. They said it is an idea which is good on arrival. They've supported us, and the stakeholders of Hajj have also supported us. But like everything new, you expected that you need to really educate people the more what it's all about. Sometimes people tend to be afraid of what they don't know about. So we need to do more enlightenment, and this one that you have come to us today is one of it. We intend to do more of informing people about what this scheme is all about, and in fact that it's indeed something that will be of advantage to all parties involved. For instance, we know that because of this current situation all over the world, there is so lot of unemployment. We are thinking that we need to even encourage the youth who is minded of being involved in the business of Hajj, that this institute is for them. They can come there, get to have enough education, get licensed by the National Hajj Commission, and they can become a private businessman running Hajj and Umrah. But they will need this kind of training in order to be able to function effectively. So that is one of it. And for those people who are already in the business and are still lacking behind in some of the level of knowledge needed, this is an avenue. And those who are in the state as well, even me as I speak to, I will also need possibly to go to the institute for some training as well. Yes.
All experience you have as state chairman.
Yeah, but knowledge is never ended. So I possibly will also involve myself. I've told people publicly that I also like to go to the institute myself.
That would be great, and that will serve as a motivation.
Exactly.
So how do you hope to assess the impact of these initiatives, training as well as saving for Hajj? The impact, how do you want to project in terms of the impact?
We have a monitoring and evaluation units in our operations, and we actually also have a unit which is concerned about driving this two process together, headed by a well-trained and a veteran of Hajj, as well as a seasoned administrator, Dr. Aliu Tanku. We all need this together. We will keep on monitoring. We already give ourselves some challenges that we intend to overcome. Not challenge, actually, we give ourselves some goal, that some target that we intend to achieve in the next 1 year or so. And I think after that time, we'll be able to evaluate our level of achievement.
Then how have National Commission gone in facilitating the implementation of Mecca route projects?
Yeah, well, first we must let our listeners know what the Mecca route project is all about. The Mecca route project is an initiative of Saudi Arabia government, and we are trying to key into it. This initiative is to ease the immigration by our pilgrims. And if you know the average Nigerian pilgrims who goes to Hajj, this is somebody who has never been to a state capital before, not to talk of an airport, not to talk of flying an airplane. And the previous experience is that after he will have gone through all this process in the Hajj camp and the airport, he finally will go again and meet serious immigration issues in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, because there are so many pilgrims that the immigration of Saudi Arabia have to attend to at the same time, and he will not be, or she, in a chilling environment with a lot of AC for hours. It can be very confusing for somebody who had come from a very rural background. Now the aim of the Mecca Road Initiative is to bring Saudi Arabia immigration to Nigeria, so that after any person has finished security formalities with Nigeria authority, including immigration, the next thing on Nigerian soil that he will meet is the Saudi Arabia immigration. After that, he will enter the airplane. When he gets to Saudi Arabia, he doesn't have to go through any formalities, including immigration formalities again. He just enter into the kingdom. We are working on it. We are still at the elementary stage, at the foundation stage. But inshallah, with our determination, before this year's Hajj, we will have gone over it. But still, it will be at a pilot stage, not for all pilgrims, because we have to see that very well we can really operate it without issue. So it will be a pilot study in a select airport, and then we can now, if it is tested well, and that we have been able to achieve our desired goal, then possibly it will be for all Muslims in Nigeria.
That's great. It's time to simplify Hajj operations. Is that any observation that led to this, especially if you look at Hajj operations recently, based on the improvement and innovation using technology? Pilgrims will be in Mecca and they will receive giving food and other things that in the last 5-10 years back, certain were not happening. And is that part of the effort now in the immigration aspect of it?
Yeah, it is. You just hit the matter right where it is. Hajj in Nigeria, in fairness, actually Hajj all over the world has been improving over the years. So anybody who comes in and think that there's no room for improvement, with somebody who want to live in the past. So every effort now is to make Hajj easier, and we are part of this.
The National Hajj Commission is engaged in building facilities for the comfort of Nigerian pilgrims in the Holy Land. How far have you gone to trying to achieve that?
Oh, we're at the initial stage. As you know, our board came in February, and in March, all of us were met with COVID-19. Some of those many ideas which we want to actualize will have to come after the world is open and we're able to go to the kingdom.
Then why is the National Commission in preparation towards 2021 Hajj? From
September 9, we are fully set.
September 9?
This year we have been set for Hajj.
The set has been on?
Oh, it has been on. We are good to go. We're just waiting for the whistle to be blown by the Saudi Arabia Hajj authorities. Once they do so, we'll announce to Nigerians where we're going, because we don't know what's the allocation yet, and that can be very, that's very important. And second, and very important, we don't know where COVID-19 will be and how it will impact on Hajj. So we also will need to know the protocol of Saudi Arabia on Hajj, on how it as affect COVID-19, as well as Nigerian authorities' protocol in relation to traveling in groups. So until we receive that, all we can only do is to get prepared, and we are very prepared.
It is acknowledged that the National Commission of Nigeria, with your leadership as it came in, was so prepared and optimistic of 2020 Hajj, though it came to pass that it was unable to. Has that helped in trying to plan for 2021 based on your optimism that since September you have been on in terms of plans?
Well, it has to. We have no other excuse other than for the fact that we had more than a year to plan for 2021 Hajj. We are settled on the understanding that we needed to make a difference, particularly when we had so much time to do so. Yeah, it is true. We will try, inshallah, to make a difference in the sense of making it better.
By your assessment, since you became the national chairman of the National Commission, in terms of abilities to deliver on the set mandate, why is the commission now?
Well, I can tell you that the commission is focused. The commission is ready to ensure that our mandate, as based on what is in the Act and those which are part of our vision, we are settled on the fact that we are fully ready, and we are more than half the way in terms of thinking and planning.
What's the advice to pilgrims as they prepare for air routes and as a first, Hajj after COVID-19?
Well, my first thing is to say to all people of the world that our belief is that Almighty God does not create a problem which He cannot solve. And the Prophet of Islam, may Allah be pleased with him, told us that there is no disease without cure. When we are going to have that cure, nobody knows. But eventually we are going to get the cure. That is my belief. Because he said the only thing that does not have solution is death. With death, there is no drug for death. But every disease there will be solution. So I am confident that inshallah very soon, the drug or the vaccine for COVID-19 will certainly be good. Otherwise, we'll work within the COVID-19 protocol to achieve our operation.
Looking at Nigeria as national chairman on 2021 Hajj, how will you feel seeing Nigeria participating fully? You led a team of Nigerians to perform 2021 Hajj.
To even be honest with you, my expectation, my desire is to have more than 95,000 pilgrims. So if we're able to meet the 95,000 target, I can only be very happy. But I also understand the challenge that I will need to work harder in order to make virtually all of them to be very, very happy.
Listeners, this is where we end the program. I've been speaking with the National Chairman, National Hajj Commission of Nigeria, ZIKRULLAH, HASSAN. And we've been discussing plans towards 2021 Hajj, the challenges of 2020 Hajj operations, how it went and how it has helped in planning for 2021 Hajj operation. ZIKRULLAH, thank you very much for coming to Voice of Nigeria.
I thank you.
Production has been by All OK, and I'm Ali Osman. Bye now. Thank you.
Thank you very much.